Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Please subscribe and keep watching more details. Mama June trying to make money from the unfortunate hurricane tragedy. Mama June can do anything and everything to earn a few bucks, but this time she crossed all the limits by using a hurricane tragedy as her source of income. Fans were in disbelief when they saw her taking advantage of their unfortunate incident to make money. Several viewers admitted that Shannon was rightly accused of being a grifter and slammed her for her selfish move. Is this true? Did June really use a hurricane to earn? What is she up to now? Keep on reading to learn why fans are calling Shannon out and what she did. Mama June and her weird antics have raised eyebrows several times. She has tried to disguise her audience several times while never leaving a chance to earn. Hence, there have been uncountable instances when the celeb has been accused of being a grifter and hoarder because of the way she was trying to hoard money from her audience. Regular watchers might remember how she used Anna's death to fill her account. Shannon was selling products related to Anna and even encashed the latter's death. Cardwell's cancer journey became part of her family show and surely boosted the ratings. Several viewers even questioned June's intentions of taking Caitlyn's custody. They are sure that she wants to earn through the star kid by bringing her into the reality TV realm. But that's not the shocking part. To know what June recently did, keep on reading. Hurricane Helene has been making it to the headlines all over the states. It has killed almost 120 people, and many states have been affected because of it. Hence, people all over the world are praying for the residents of America. But Mama June took this as an opportunity to earn some extra bucks and made a social media post that didn't really sit well with her audience. A Reddit thread recently started with Shannon's post on Facebook, in which she guided her viewers on how they could get $1,200 from FEMA. She claimed that if the power cut was for more than 24 hours, her audience could get this noted amount. Several viewers took to the comment section and claimed that this was fake. They even wondered if this money was directly going into Shannon's pocket. A user wrote, "Grifting as per usual." The OP further stated that this was June's typical behavior, and there was nothing new in it. Moreover, because of her, people would be flooding the FEMA call line and would end up with nothing. A fan even wondered how Shannon could even think of getting money and hoarding more funds when several citizens were dying and others' lives were at stake. As the devastation left by the hurricane sprawled across the southeastern coastline, families and communities were left picking up the shattered pieces of their lives. Houses were reduced to rubble, streets flooded, and businesses closed indefinitely. The scene was one of pure heartbreak, a reflection of nature's wrath. In the midst of this sorrow, another story began to take shape, one that involved June Shannon, known to most as Mama June from the hit reality TV show Here Comes Honey Boo Boo. Always known for her ability to capture attention, Mama June was back in the public eye, but this time her actions seemed to spark more outrage than intrigue. This wasn't the usual controversy over her lifestyle, but something far more serious. Whispers were beginning to circulate that Mama June was attempting to profit from the hurricane tragedy. It started innocently enough. Mama June had been active on social media, posting heartfelt messages about the disaster. In one post, she shared a picture of the wreckage, sending thoughts and prayers to the victims. But even in the early days of the storm's aftermath, some of her followers noticed something off. Mixed within her posts of sympathy were links directing people to websites where they could donate to the cause. Websites that seemed to have questionable legitimacy. Click here to help families rebuild. The caption read, featuring a link to what claimed to be a hurricane relief fund. Followers who clicked were taken to a gaudy, cluttered webpage that had nothing to do with FEMA or any recognizable charity. Instead, it appeared to be a self-run site, littered with flashy advertisements and promotions for items that Mama June herself had apparently endorsed. The page was selling everything from homemade rescue kits, which consisted of little more than a flashlight, a few protein bars, and a packet of batteries, to survivalist-themed merchandise like branded sweatshirts, water bottles, and mugs, all sporting the slogan, "We'll get through it, y'all," emblazoned across them. This raised immediate red flags among her more astute followers. While some might have excused her as simply being opportunistic, others suspected something far worse. Was Mama June trying to make money off this tragedy? The backlash began quickly. Social media platforms lit up with angry comments accusing Mama June of exploiting the hurricane victims. "This is disgusting. People are homeless and she's out here selling junk to make a quick buck." One commenter fumed. Others followed suit, criticizing her for capitalizing on misery and pretending to care, while trying to line her pockets. It didn't help that shortly after the criticism began to mount, Mama June went live on Instagram promoting a charity event where she promised a portion of the proceeds would go directly to the victims. The event, as it turned out, was a hastily planned meet and greet in a nearby city that hadn't been affected by the storm. Tickets were priced at an astronomical $100 per person, with the promise that attendees would get to meet the star, take photos, and participate in a silent auction of her personal items. Mama June appeared on screen with her trademark larger-than-life personality, wearing a hoodie with the aforementioned "We'll get through it, y'all" slogan plastered across the front. "Y'all know I'm all about helping the people," she said with a wide grin, "and we're gonna raise some real money to send down there to all them folks who lost their homes and businesses." But as she rambled on, it became clear that most of the event was focused less on the victims and more on Mama June herself. The silent auction included items like a pair of her old sunglasses, a glittery handbag from her Honey Boo Boo days, and even one of her infamous sketty pots. Nothing suggested that the money raised would go to legitimate relief efforts. Soon after, investigative journalists began digging deeper. It wasn't long before it was revealed that none of the donations from her supposed charity fund were making their way to any reputable organizations. In fact, the site she had linked to on her Instagram was owned by a close associate of June's, who had a track record of launching dubious crowdfunding campaigns for personal gain. With the growing scandal, news outlets picked up the story and public outrage swelled. Families who had lost everything in the hurricane watched in horror as Mama June continued to promote her self-serving charity events, seemingly unfazed by the negative press. "She's playing with people's emotions," one hurricane survivor told a local news station. "We're trying to rebuild our lives, and she's out here acting like this is some kind of reality show opportunity. It's sick." But Mama June's missteps didn't stop there. In a tone-deaf response to the criticisms, she posted a video in which she doubled down on her actions. "Look you all," she began, "I'm just trying to help in my own way. Not everyone can be out there with a hammer rebuilding houses, but we can all do something." This did little to quell the storm of criticism. In fact, it only made things worse. Soon, major networks began cutting ties with Mama June, and sponsors pulled their support. Even those within her inner circle started distancing themselves, fearful of being associated with her latest controversy. Eventually, the mounting pressure forced Mama June to issue a public apology, though it was far from heartfelt. "I didn't mean for things to go this far," she said in a short statement posted to her Instagram account. "I was just trying to do my part, but I see now that things got out of hand." But the damage had been done. The public had seen through her attempts to spin the tragedy into a personal money-making venture. Though she tried to move past it, this scandal left a permanent mark on her already tarnished reputation. Mama June had long been a figure of controversy, but this time she had crossed a line that many couldn't forgive. The hurricane had destroyed countless homes and lives, and in the process it had also swept away what little remained of Mama June's credibility.